Over the past few weeks on Monday Night Raw, we've been seeing some segments, some vignettes, some interviews, some special packages regarding the return of Cody Rhodes, and this was pretty much a way of WWE telling us that he was coming back to the WWE very, very soon. And while a lot of fans expected Cody Rhodes to make his quote-unquote surprise return to WWE during the Royal Rumble match, well, WWE had different plans. Because just last week on Monday Night Raw, Cody Rhodes announced that he would be making his in-ring return to the company during the Royal Rumble match, therefore spoiling the quote-unquote surprise. And the reason I'm using the quote-unquote with the surprise and his return is because ever since Cody Rhodes had that extraordinary Hell in a Cell match with Seth Rollins back in June, where he competed with the torn pectoral muscle, one of the most disgusting, to put it in the best word possible. I mean, this is just my honest opinion. One of the most disgusting images I've ever seen in terms of how swollen up that pectoral muscle was. But Cody Rhodes put on quite a performance. He beat Seth Rollins in that match, and then he had to take a step back. He had to go into surgery. He had to rehab that injury, let it heal, and now he is back. So now fans online with the IWC, along with commentators and other wrestling analysts and pundits, are questioning whether or not WWE should have kept Cody Rhodes' return a surprise. And that's why I use a quote-unquote when I talk about those terms, because ever since this happened in June, and we found out how long it would take for him to get back to the WWE, everyone kind of figured that he would be making his return to in-ring action during the Royal Rumble match. I don't think that was in question. I don't think that was very much in doubt, especially considering the fact that he's been out for 7 to 8 months at this point. So a lot of fans are questioning why announce his return now? Why telegraph it so much? Why not just wait for his return so fans can actually pop and be surprised and ready for it? And I kind of equate this to what WWE did back in 2002 when Triple H first got injured. When he was a part of the Power Trip with Stone Cold Steve Austin, he tore his quad, I believe, and then he was out, and then he made his return to Monday Night Raw at Madison Square Garden, and it was one of the biggest moments possible. And I think the same could happen tonight during the 30th anniversary of Monday Night Raw. Because, believe it or not, there will be some surprises during tonight's show taking place from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And not only do we have Cody Rhodes returning to WWE very, very soon, just a few days away. He might return tonight. He might return until the Royal Rumble itself. But let's not forget, we also have Edge, who I don't think he's injured, so he's just been written out of storylines for now. But he will be back very soon, and especially it's WrestleMania season once again. Edge is going to definitely be a part of the show of shows. And let's not forget, we also have the Viper, who has been dealing and healing with his back injury. So, if it were up to me, I'd have all three of them, Randy Orton, Edge, and Cody Rhodes, make an appearance tonight on Monday Night Raw, just because they've all been, Cody Rhodes to a lesser extent, of course, they've all been an integral part of Monday Night Raw, especially over the past 10, 15 years when it comes to Edge and the Viper. And like I said, with all the dirt sheets, with all the wrestling journalists out there just promoting the fact that Cody Rhodes is going to return, this is something that everybody else knew. So why keep Cody Rhodes a surprise? Why would you do that? I mean, it's one thing having Edge return from his retirement at the Rumble match. That's one hell of a surprise, because nobody was expecting that. Even when there were rumors about that, nobody could really buy into that, because he had been gone for over 10, 11 years at this point. And Cody Rhodes making a surprise return to WWE, we got that last year at WrestleMania when he had the biggest stage possible. The most epic return of 2022 was Cody Rhodes and you want to replicate that in 2023 where you could just announce him to return to the WWE. And let's not forget the fact that they might give you this on a silver platter, Cody Rhodes returning to WWE, but then this Saturday night in the Alamo Dome, we might get the People's Champion, The Rock, returning to the company. So they might just be pushing fans off the scent completely. And all I have to say is, Cody Rhodes returning to the WWE, returning to the Royal Rumble match, it makes sense. To me, it's a great marketing ploy. To me, it's a great way of announcing to the fans that, hey, this man who put not his health at risk, because he was already injured, it was not going to get any worse according to doctors, but he put his level of pain to the test during the Hell in a Cell match for your entertainment. He's coming back to the WWE very, very soon, and you need to know that. You need to be prepared for that. So I'm completely fine with that. And all I have to do as a wrestling fan, and all I expect most WWE fans out there to do, is just to have a great time tonight on the 30th anniversary of Monday Night Raw. Big show coming up. We've got a great show on Friday nights on SmackDown as well. And then we got the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, the start of WrestleMania season, one of the best pay-per-views of the entire year, every single time, no doubt. So I don't think it's that big of a deal that Cody Rhodes returns to WWE in this manner. But again, that is just my opinion. You might have a different one. You might think Cody Rhodes returning at the Rumble should have been a surprise because Edge and Randy Orton aren't secured. The Rock is definitely not secured, so you definitely want that big pop, that big surprise, those big expectations for the Rumble pay-per-view and the Rumble match, which will no doubt main event the upcoming premium live event. But again, that's just my opinion. If you have a different one, of course you do. This is wrestling. So leave it on the comments section below. I've been Alexis Carrillo, and I'll catch you next time, right here on Wrestling Talk.